Okay, here we are in week 3 of EDU601, and recall that in the past 2 weeks we've been working on really focusing on Garrison's community of inquiry model. And remember that we've got the social presence, the teaching presence, and the cognitive presence. We've been focusing on the cognitive presence for the past 2 weeks. It's really important that you understand that model. And there was a reading in week 2 that was really helpful about the use of cognitive presence in an online course, and exploring the triggering event, and kind of setting up the case or the example. And then exploration is where they look at solutions, they explore solutions, maybe they get a lesson, they learn about something more deeply. Integration, they kind of interact with it, the material, and apply it, create a solution maybe. And then the resolution, they reflect on what they've learned. What is this big so what about what they learned, what that lesson is, and what their skills are now. So the triggering, exploration, integration, and resolution are the cognitive presence of Garrison's model. Okay, now in week 3, we're actually going to get a chance to start to look at the, let's see, we're starting to look at the social presence, I believe. Let me take a look here. What are we doing here? So the social presence has to do with, social presence. So the social presence has to do with kind of the relationships between everyone in the course, not just the students and between themselves, but the students and instructor as well. So all the people participating in the course is the social presence. We want to give everybody a chance to demonstrate themselves as real human beings. Where is the realness of that presence of those people? So relationship, friendship, getting to know each other. That's the social side of it. Building trust. That's super important. Trust is one of the key things of establishing social presence. So how do you do that in your online course? Well, you have the opportunity to do that in the introductory board. And so in this week, you will create a post your introduction board. So the introduction board is a great way to establish social presence, getting to know everybody in the room. But also another way to establish social presence is to, in your biography or your instructor profile, which you'll do later, you will also kind of create yourself as a person that they feel they can trust, someone they can go to, someone that will help them in the class. So you really want to create that social presence in your biography when you create your social profile or your instructor profile as well. But this week you're going to go into your online class, you're going to use those tools to create a discussion board that is going to be a post your introduction forum. Now, what I suggest is you use your post your introduction forum as part of your triggering event for your module 1. So if you have a triggering event right now, why don't you combine that triggering event, like if you have a video or if you have like a comic or something to just kind of stimulate thinking about the topic, why don't you pull that into your intro board, as well as meanwhile, kind of post a little bit about yourself and your kind of your profile. But also, what do you think about that triggering event, like that video or that, kind of whatever kind of exercise game or whatever they did. So I know that you've created your triggering event, but I'm going to suggest that you create a discussion board and pull that triggering event, that video or whatever it is, into your discussion board along with, so that you can really kind of get some depth going here. Yeah, I get to know you and so forth, but let's also make this discussion board worthwhile by talking about kind of what's your impression of that triggering event? Did it shock you? Did it surprise you? Did it make you laugh? Whatever, okay? So then you start to get some real dialogue that also starts to the relationships to build and some real kind of co-thinking going on there. So that's what's going on this week. And of course, I will look forward to working with you guys and in getting your assignments completed, but in getting your online intro discussion board posted in your online course. Let's see what else we got going on here in week 2. There is a mentorship exchange. If you and I have a live web conference or call, then that will satisfy your mentorship exchange, because I always prefer to talk to you live and brainstorm with you live, okay? And I think that handles everything, yeah. Okay, oops, I'm in week 2, wasn't I? Okay, no, wait. Oh, you've got a blog. Okay, sorry. Okay, this blog, my personal, your communication in the online classroom blog. Yeah. So this blog is a very thought-provoking blog. When you think about yourself as an online educator, how do you get yourself across? Again, this is this social presence. How do you reflect yourself as a person in your online classroom through communication? Now, this also pulls in the teaching presence, which is in the next week. How do you, demonstrate your expectations around teaching? So the philosophy around communication within the online classroom is kind of what we're looking for here. And this will be really perfect to post in your expectations. So later, you're going to post your expectations in the classroom of what the teacher expectations are, what the students' expectations are. But it would be really beautiful to post your personal communication philosophy, which would be something kind of heartfelt around what it means to communicate with your participants in the classroom. So yeah, so we can talk about that more if you want to, but I look forward to seeing what you come up with. That students have come up with all kinds of stuff with this blog, so I look forward to seeing what you come up with for that. Okay, all right, thank you, and I look forward to talking to you. Bye-bye.